Gas stations are slowly getting back some supply now that the Colonial Pipeline has restarted their operations. According to Gas Buddy, 65% of North Carolina stations are without gas. That's down around 6% since yesterday. The Charlotte metro area also down to 66% of stations without gas. CATS is providing free transportation right now, but will resume fare collection across the transit system, and that is going to start on Monday. North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper says the state should see a gradual increase to normal conditions, but that will take several days to replenish the supply at most of the stations. And this is partly due to a shortage of both trucks and truck drivers.
Now, even before the pandemic, the trucking industry was facing a shortage of drivers. That means fewer trucks on the road and more time to transport goods from point A to point B. WCNC Charlotte's Kendall Morris explains.
The shortage of truck drivers being noticed at the pump. Even though the Colonial Pipeline has restarted operations, it is going to take some time for tankers to move supply to gas stations.
The Carolinas right now, they're borrowing folks from the Midwest and from Texas. Really, you're seeing a lot of truckers leave, but by doing that, we're robbing Peter to pay Paul. That analogy.
A shortage of truck drivers causing delays in the supply chain for gas.
You got to get it where you can get it, I guess.
According to the American Trucking Associations, the industry currently faces a shortfall of nearly 61,000 drivers. It will need to hire roughly 1.1 million new drivers over the next decade to keep pace with the economy's increast freight demands.
Already been an issue, now it's a problem. Now it's a major problem.
Combine the truck driver shortage with the pandemic, and industry experts say to expect delays on more than just gas.
Any problem now and moving forward with supply chain over the next 3 to 5 years is going to cause shortages. You're going to see shortages not just in gasoline on the East Coast over the next 2 weeks, but wood, steel, all your groceries.
The issue extending beyond long lines at the pump.
Let's talk about the summer. Let's talk about getting jobs and people back to work. That's much more concerning right now than probably gasoline shortages.
Kendall Morris, WCNC Charlotte.
Well, get this. The CEO and owner of Sisu Energy in Texas says that his company is offering up to $14,000 a week to experienced truck drivers in order to restaff that workforce.
A year's salary in a month.
It's not a typo.
A lot of people, sure, yeah. The Colonial Pipeline open again, but the fuel flowing very slowly, 3 to 5 miles per hour, we're told. It's going to take several days to replenish the tank farms, the fuel trucks, and the gas stations that have since run dry.